Oh, hi there! I'm sorry it's been so long since I posted one of these videos. I hope you all had lovely Christmases and New Year's. I've even got myself a job in the meantime. In this video I'm going to be sharing with you my tips for backpacking Singapore. Now Singapore is really tiny. It's literally just the city of Singapore and it is situated below Malaysia in Southeast Asia. Now because Singapore is so small, you actually don't need to travel anywhere, so I would just pick some accommodation in the centre of Singapore and stay there. Singapore is a lot different to all the other Southeast Asian countries. For a starter, it's much more modern. There's lots of businessy high-rise buildings and amazing architecture. Of course, this does though mean that Singapore is significantly more expensive. The exchange rate is £1 to 2.8 Singapore dollars, so basically double. The money is really cute. It looks like this. So this would be about £1. Expect to pay between 20 to 30 Singapore dollars a night for a dorm. It's not ridiculous, but it is a shock to the bank account when you've just come from somewhere like Vietnam. What can I do in Singapore? The top 3 things that I did and would highly recommend are Singapore Zoo. Now I take a whole day to do this. It is officially the world's best rainforest zoo. For a single zoo admission ticket, it's currently 26 Singapore dollars. I'd recommend going to at least one other park though. We went to the river safari, which was amazing, but they also have the night safari and the bird park, and obviously they do offers when you combine going to more than one park. Marina Bay. This is a beautiful, amazing area right in the centre of Singapore. There's great shopping, casinos, nightlife. All this is located in and around the Marina Bay Sands hotel, which I'm sure you've seen pictures of because it's sort of a defining feature of Singapore. It's currently 23 Singapore dollars to go to the top of the observation deck, which is well worth the money. Sadly, the famous infinity pool is exclusive to guests and special members, so unless you can afford the $500 a night price tag, unfortunately, it is a no-go for the average backpacker. The final destination I went to in Singapore is the Botanic Garden. I absolutely loved it here though. Ridiculously beautiful and peaceful, and it is the best thing a backpacker could hear. It is free. Now I only had 2 days in Singapore, which I really regret because there is so much else that you can do. Some of the most recommended things to do are Sentosa Island. This is like an action-packed filled haven. Go to Universal Studios, skyline luging, go virtual skydiving, or just relax on a beautiful beach. The best way to get to Sentosa Island is the cable car, which is 26 Singapore dollars including admission. It gives you 360 panoramic views of the Singapore skyline and all around. But if you're not fussed about that, the Sentosa Express is only $4, or you can opt to walk, which is just $1 for admission to the island. Also, highly rated activities in Singapore are Food Playground, Megazip Adventure World, Resort World, National Orchid Garden, Flight Experience Flight Simulator, Singapore Flyer. I'm just going to stop now, the list really does go on and on. How do I get around Singapore? The public transport system is very good. The MRT trains will get you just about anywhere close to anywhere you want to be. You can purchase a single ticket, an EZ Link card, which I believe is Singapore's equivalent of London's Oyster card, or you can get a tourist pass, which is 8 Singapore dollars, which gives you unlimited access to all the MRT trains for a whole day. Is food expensive? Eating out really isn't as cheap as the rest of Southeast Asia, so I suggest you get yourself down to a local supermarket and test your cooking skills in your hostel kitchen. And they sell all kinds of food, so no need to worry if you're a fussy eater. How much should I budget? Now this is a really hard one to answer because it really is completely dependent on the activities that you're wanting to do. For food, travel and accommodation, I would budget about 45 Singapore dollars. Then I would plan what activities you want to do before you arrive in Singapore, because then you can add it to your budget for whatever activities that you want to do. How long should I spend in Singapore? I think a week is long enough, although again completely dependent on the activities you're wanting to do. And I think that is it for Singapore. As always, I'll post a link to everything I've mentioned in this video in the description box below. There is going to be quite a lot of links for this one, I feel. Hopefully my next video will be up a lot sooner than it took me to post this one, but it is going to be Australia, mate. So that is one of my favourite countries, so I'm really excited and I will see you then. Bye!